Hey, good morning. It's Dr. Sachs, more Fallout 76, as if you didn't expect that. And I'm going to squeeze in a little more game time before I got to run to work. You know the usual routine, so hope you guys are doing good. Grab yourself a cup of coffee or tea or whatever your favorite beverage is. Kick back. You can either put me in the background or actively watch. I don't care. As long as you support the channel in any way you see fit, I will be more than content. Yep, we're going to keep bringing the Fallout content for the time being. I'm thinking about other games, I will admit. But I'm always probably keep coming back to dip my toes into 76. Because I've got some time invested in this thing now. And yeah, I love Fallout. So even though it's buggy and there's issues and all that stuff, it's still Fallout and it's still fun. So that's what matters. Having fun while you're gaming, all right? That's the main thing. We should all be having fun while we're gaming. We shouldn't be getting toxic and competing to do this or that or this to prove something. Like, it's a game. Have fun. That's it. That's my advice. Speaking of fun, check this little reward out that I got so far in this series of questions. Pretty happy. I wanted this for a long time. I didn't realize you could attain it through this quest line. Goes perfectly here in my Watoga bunker, my Fort Watoga setup. Put my nice shiny Brotherhood emblem on the wall there with a light on it. Amidst my Nuka-Cola retinue. I even managed to get enough budget that I could toss in a couple little bots here. I don't know if they do anything. Oh, that one seemed to do something. There we go. Cappy Clapper. Oh, they both work. Well, there you go. Do I have my rest XP going? I do not. Alright, let's get that before we do anything else. I gotta start getting in the habit. Gotta start remembering these things. Alright, that gives me an excuse to sip my coffee again. Oops. Let's get that without the well rested. Although I think that isn't actually going to be captured, is it? I'll have to go back and delete some images that are probably pointless and taking up space. Get up, you lazy bum. Well, it's all one chat diamond. It's my chat. That's how it works, because I got it all together. So, you don't have to keep saying it. Good morning. I wish I had more time to game, but I don't. So we're going to squeeze in what we can here and continue this campaign. I just want the rewards from this thing anyway. So. We got to head back, I think, to talk to that night shit. Hopefully I am not overweight again. No, I'm not. This is my lawn. I up the settings again. YouTube's compression sucks. I'm just gonna flat out say it. If you compare my VOD quality to YouTube, it's noticeable. I don't know what YouTube's issue is, but it's always been this way. Hellcat power armor, yeah, some power armor they made up. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I'm not gonna sweat it, I guess.
One day I'll make night.
Where is this guy at?
Wants to teach us.
Oh, he's down here.
To do something about them.
Well, being forewarned, these characters are all surly
initiates get one authorized
jerkwads.
You're here. Good. To review the current situation, one of our patrols located a cache of dangerous weapons in a raider storeroom. Stolen Brotherhood weapons, no less. Your assignment is to secure the storeroom for the Brotherhood, and the weapons along with it. I'll put together a squad and meet you there. But given the situation, it's imperative you arrive there as soon as possible. Any questions, Initiate?
Yeah, why are you so ugly? I mean, I'll secure the storeroom, sure. What weapons are we talking about?
I should put negligence on your record for asking that question. Lucky for you, I don't have the time.
Negligence.
Recall your
because I ask questions.
It had to do with putting down a rabid den of blood eagles in possession of military-grade rocket launchers. The same kind of rocket launchers were discovered in the possession of some raiders from Crater.
Oh, like the one I have now.
That's a problem.
It's pretty cool. I'm gonna try it out.
Fix it.
Why do you care so much about these weapons?
Are you insinuating this is a personal matter? I am carrying out the Brotherhood.
It'd be nice if they made these NPCs turn around when you talk to them.
On those weapons, it's because we swore to keep them out of civilian hands. Now it's time to fix our mistake.
I believe these people are still hurling nukes at each other. It's madness.
I'll secure it.
One last thing. We need to confirm the weapon's source. I find it unlikely the raiders will be willing to talk until after we send them a very clear message. If any of them are still alive after that, we can question them. But priority one is securing the weapons they already have. That will be all. Dismissed.
I will not allow Atlas to go the way of Fort Defiance. We're here to stay.
Throwing nukes left and right. The people of Appalachia think a bomb is a plaything? One day I'll make nice. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
Appalachia is our chance to learn.
Makeshift bolt. Where is
We'll
this?
build something better.
Oh, this is
for everyone.
for the fairgrounds.
Another nuke? We arrived in Appalachia not a moment too soon.
Fast rail, we're here, right? Save a buck. Yeah, it just dawned on me. I don't think I have a screen cap for 76 and vault door on the outside. There we go. This would probably be a cool screen cap too, right here. $300. All right. What are my settings on? Heavy weapons. Weight reduction. I may have to leave my hammer behind, or I'm not going to be able to run around with. Oh, look at this. Somebody put an anti-armor focused Gatling laser 1-star in here. Jeez, that's a pretty nice little. That's a pretty nice little weapon there. What level is that? 45. Oh, it's a 3-star. Holy, what the hell? It's not ultra sight though, but still, that's a good weapon. I should probably take this weapon. I am taking that weapon. I'm gonna have to store it. Also, that's weird. Why did it show like it was 1-star in the box, but I pulled it out as 3-star? Is that a bug? Or do they always just show 1-star? I guess I don't pay attention to stuff like that because I rarely see it in a donation box. Alright, bouncing back and forth a lot here. Still waking up. Apparently the game's going to get a big fat update in June. Brand new zone, new weapons. new boss and new radiation area, all kinds of stuff. So interesting. All the full-time Fallout 76 people gotta be happy. Oh, of course my stash is full. Why wouldn't it be full? Alright, look. Can't get rid of this. Is like my first sniper weapon I had. Get rid of the flare gun. Mines. Sucker still won't go in there. I was thinking I could sell this marine churros, but you know, this weapon matters more now, so. Still won't go in there. What the hell? What's happening, Whoopi? Morning. Okay, I probably have just too many damn meds. That's my problem. It's always my problem. So let's go ahead and sell some. These damn rataways. I'll put them in a donation box or something. Sell some, donate some. I'm just running through the BOS campaign little by little as we go here. Just found a sweet Gatling laser though. I'm trying to make room for it. Store it and look at it later. This is a donation box, and this is not a bad weapon at all. So, good night. Why won't this go in my box here? Damn it, Bethesda. Your pathetically low storage space. Alright, give me the damn grenades. Still won't go in. Ah, okay. Trail fireworks. Why do I have this stuff? God almighty. It's like they try to force you to do their first, and that's what ticks me off. I swear. I don't know. I'll be honest with you guys. Down the road here, I'm going to be a lot harder on Bethesda in future games. Like, I'm going to really go off on Bethesda. They got to make some changes. I've had it. I shouldn't have to be dealing with this. It's a waste of my time. And I shouldn't have to fork out extra money on top of a full price game just to be able to store stuff in my damn camp. It's ridiculous. It isn't like there's any play balance in this game in the first friggin' place. They've destroyed play balance completely. So what's the point of this? Hold on. Just wanted to do the damn campaign. It's always something else. Now I'm getting pissed off. So, how many am I supposed to have to sell? Grenades. Alright, it's not reading what's in my stash. Why did I think it did? Taking these missiles with me, actually. We're going to use missiles. We're going to use a missile launcher, I think, in this fight for the first time ever. Alright, sell these things. Alright. Buy. Oh, wait a minute. Did I have mini nukes? No. Yeah, this had to be modded by a modder to make it usable, which is also incredible. Otherwise, I wouldn't even be wasting my time in this either. All right. At least we're getting something out of it. Ready to rumble here. The new toy. The Hellstorm missile launcher. 4 missile capacity in this beast. I don't know, we'll see. The trick is, of course, weight management. Always weight management. Now, do I have enough room to store this weapon? Yes, thank you. Okay, now we go. What? I'm sorry. How am I over encumbered again? Oh, the missiles that I put on me. Oh, man alive. Let's see. I gotta eat something. Let me ask you guys something. Who actually enjoys dealing with food and water in games? Anybody? Arg, my own door. I was gonna get more water, but screw it, we got plenty. Let's go. Time isn't wasting. Got people bouncing in and out of my stream like it's, you know, I don't know, 4th of July. Yeah, but I'm talking about using food and water to be able to do things like maintain your weight. This survival mechanisms. It's all garbage. The only game that does it right is Valheim. All right. Where was that at? Here we go. Yeah, one of the things that annoys me as a small streamer is when people bop in and out of my channel, ask a question and bop away, and then you're not even here to hear the answer. I'm just gonna be honest. Don't do that crap to me. You're gonna start to see a different side of Doc here pretty soon. I'm starting to get online a lot more, stream a lot more, and I'm gonna start to show you why people used to like let me lead guilds and stuff. I don't take bullshit after a while, and you won't hear me say that often in my stream, but I'm just gonna put it out there. You're washing shoes? What happened to your shoes? Or do I want to know? Watching my OBS streaming. I made some changes today. I don't know if you'll even notice it, but hopefully you'll see that the game looks even better. Hopefully on the stream. I don't know. It probably looks fine to everybody as it is. The only issue I have is with YouTube constantly changing the look of my videos. This is a nuclear winter area right here. Okay, so I'm... Oh, look at this. I'm right on top of this place. Didn't even realize it. I probably admittedly need to wash my sneakers. They look pretty terrible. But I don't know. I'm of a generation... I can't remember. Did anybody ever wash sneakers, Dyer? I don't think anybody ever washed sneakers. Just heard something. Well, you probably need to wash the Nikes, as expensive as those things are. Don't make them too pretty, though. Somebody will want to steal them from you. That's what I hear, anyway. Okay, wait a minute. Am I meeting friendlies here, or what's going on here? What are y'all pointing your guns?
Well, looks like we have a visitor.
Oh, this ain't a friendly.
Brotherhood send you? Didn't know they were working with run-of-the-mill average wastelanders. Thought they wanted you strapped into one of those tin cans round the clock.
Why do y'all sound like smarmy college kids?
To judge by appearances, though. Why don't you introduce yourself?
All these characters. I know why, because they're being written by smarmy college kids. Oh, okay. The Brotherhood of Steel is here to claim this property.
That's so.
Yeah, that's so.
You got a deed to go with that claim? Because, we're not gonna sign it.
I got a bunch of big
This
guns.
vault and all material goods within
Oh,
are
look who it
hereby in
is.
possession of the Brotherhood of Steel.
Without a helmet
This
on.
requisition will aid us in the preservation of technology and the protection of mankind.
Where's your helmet? As if I wouldn't know who it is. Put a helmet on him, Bethesda. I hate seeing Brotherhood without helmets on.
Learning more about this protection of mankind business. I suppose killing a few no-good raiders is an easy price to pay for the benefit this measly little vault will provide for us as a species. Is that it?
I repeat, your compliance will ensure your safety. Not that I'd expect a simple-minded brute to understand.
Resorting to name-calling already. I have to say, I'm disappointed.
It's like we're
I'd
on
be able to
social
speak to
media
someone
with these
civilized,
dialogue
Big
lines.
shot organization like yours. What about you, Forward Scout? Think we can work this one out? Or are your underpants in as tight of a bunch as Mr. Compliance over there?
Oh, I'm not here to work things out. And the red says also, we're taking the vault.
So be it. You've made it clear the Brotherhood only provides two options: blind obedience or violence. You take a wild guess which one you prefer.
Whoop, somebody's buying my bobbleheads as we speak. Oh well. They got some gal with no armor in here fighting, really, for the Brotherhood.
Secure the area. Leader is still breathing. Make sure to question her when he gets away.
Easy. Okay, well, there's nothing else in here. Clear what area? Guess we gotta talk to this poor schmuck.
Looks like things didn't turn out so well for me. Get it over with, then.
Tell us where the weapons came from.
Hold on. Let me get this straight. You barged in here, looking to reclaim your property, only to tell me you don't know where it came from? This is almost too good to make up.
Well, these are the
I know my
dialogue
feeling
options you
about
give
the
me.
Brotherhood was right, but you just keep on confirming it. Here's the thing. I don't talk about raider affairs on Brotherhood territory. That's what this is now, right? If you really want to know, you can let me go and come talk to me in Crater. I deal
Oh,
with
goodness gracious.
reasonable individuals.
Oh, this is hilarious.
Entourage of
Brotherhood getting
fascists,
lectured by
guns
raiders
pointed
about
at
reasonable
police.
behavior. This is so, like, anti-canon, I don't even know what to say.
But we have to let him go. We don't have the resources to waste on holding him prisoner. And Paladin Romani forbids executing enemies who have surrendered.
They call you Knight, don't they? I didn't know that was another word for lapdog.
Our order is held together by the chain that binds.
Wait, where's this other guy at?
Steadfastly supporting the next.
Is he underneath this
Not
dude?
something that a lawless worm like you.
I just realized there's another character talking. It's Shin.
Wound me, Knight. In the heart, that is. Since I've surrendered, and you can't touch me anymore.
I've had enough of this. Leave here and don't come back. And let me be clear. There are no orders protecting active trespassers.
Thanks for the tip. I'll add it to my compendium.
To me for your next orders, Initiate.
Oh, wait a minute. I didn't even make the choices there. They were made for me. Okay, so this outcome was inevitable that this guy was going to Crater. Okay, where the hell are you, Shin? For one, there he is. Oh, he's been talking from up here the whole time. So this is what they brought. They bring this initiative with no armor and him with no helmet to fight raiders. And that was all we run into. Okay, that's pretty pathetic. I'll be honest. I want this armor, though.
We completed the first part of our mission. You compose yourself in a manner befitting of the Brotherhood. We don't compromise, especially not with raiders. It's clear you understand that.
Dude, I'm rock'em sock'em.
forward,
I beat everybody in Fallout
We still
2.
need to track down
I
the
beat the
weapon
Enclave.
source. That man
I'm old
appeared to
school,
know
and
something.
I gotta deal with dialogue
I don't
options
care
like
how you
this.
get it out of him, but make sure you get it.
I'll tell you the truth, one of the things I don't like is how you can't, like, connect your gameplay between, like, 3 and 4 and this game for an extended, like, playthrough feel with a character. So you're constantly having to go back and, like, oh, I gotta prove myself over and over to these factions. It's like, dude, I'm sick and tired of having to prove myself to Brotherhood in every freaking Fallout game. It's like, can we just have some continuity going forward? That would be really nice. Like going into Fallout 5, some continuity. You know, it's probably not going to happen because it would take some actual writers, but you know. Hey, Legis, how's it going, man? I don't know how chill I am today. Some of this stuff's getting under my skin, I think. Let's see. Well, this guy here is probably the reason this Shin character is annoying. You mean you're sending me to Crater?
Yes, it's dangerous, but not as dangerous as it would be to leave this thread hanging. Our duty as the Brotherhood is to preserve the future
Hey,
of
thinking of streaming.
mankind.
Hey, good
To
for
be
you, man.
relentless in our removal of threats, present and future. I wouldn't send you on this mission if I didn't think you were capable of coming back alive.
As if I'm capable of coming back alive. You know, another thing, too, that we could use AI for in future games is for the AI to actually kind of handle the dialogue so it can judge what dialogue it should say to the player based on the player performance, right? So things would be way more realistic. And you could always have a fresh playthrough. AI could do tremendous things for gaming if utilized like that. Yeah, you should definitely stream, man. If you get the feeling to do it, do it. It's fun, you know. It can be fun. It can also be a lot of work, but it just depends. Just make sure you're having fun, and it will be less work. By that, I mean stream games that you like. All right, what's going to happen to this
We'll
place?
set up some protectrons to guard it, and transfer the weapons back to Fort Atlas. After that, it can be used as an intermediate storehouse for anything our patrols find in the northern part of Appalachia.
I'll be honest, I came here thinking there was going to be an actual fight, like with raiders. This was like over in 10 seconds. Are you okay, Knight? You seem a little angry.
I thought the raiders were bad enough before that vile cretin opened his mouth. And we just let him... This is off topic, Initiate. Don't ask me a question like that again.
Oh, brother. This is not how military people behave, by the way. I'm going to Gen Con with a former Air Force colonel in just like a month.
This is your top priority. The longer we let these weapons spread, the more difficult it will be to track down all of them.
And that Air Force colonel is a hardcore board gamer. Like, he teaches people how to play board games and stuff. Like, he's a nice guy, funny dude. Military people are normal people, Bethesda. I don't know who the hell you all think military are, but maybe you should try go and talk to a few of them. Yeah, there's no animal breeding, but apparently you can tame animals in this game, and I might actually try to get a camp pet or something for fun. I might do it this week. On the side, I don't know. We'll see. Genshin Impact, is that what that one is? I really shouldn't pick up more stuff because I'm just going to weigh myself down. I'm already overweight, even with my highest weight settings. Okay, so now let's look at our quest dialogue stuff here. Speak to Pierce at the crater. So now I literally have to follow this bum to the crater. That he'll only disclose if we meet him at his home base. Like, I couldn't have melted his face right here and he wouldn't have told me every single thing he ever knew since birth. The 76 get better after 50. Yeah, at 50 is really when it starts, Alucard. Because you don't have to worry about the levels of your weapons anymore. You can use pretty much whatever you find, and you can learn to tweak your weaponry, attach legendaries to them, etc. And go around shopping at people's bases or camps to get new plans, etc., etc. So at 50, you can pretty much have free reign. You can start to play it the way you want to play it. You don't have to be led by the nose by anything. Well, if I'm responsible for you on the stream, I'm sorry. You're getting yourself into a whole new world, but... it can be fun. So I got about another hour here. Just to give you guys a heads up before I got to run. I might have a little bit longer because actually I think I got a full tank of gas. If you need any help with OBS, if you run into issues, let me know, Legions. I've learned a lot about it over the years. Yeah, well, the situation is this, right? Like, no matter how buggy the root engine is that Bethesda uses for this game and Fallout 4 and to some extent Elder Scrolls, Skyrim Special Edition, I guess, would probably have an engine similar to this one. You know, it's still Fallout, right? So Fallout is just it's a great universe, it's a great setting. It's always going to have that tug, especially if you play the other games. And it's been around for decades, so it's got that going for it. And the multiplayer element, even though it's limited to like, 24 people per server, it's enough. It's enough to make it so there's something unique every time you log in. And there's a little bit of a player economy happening. Even though, frankly, it's handled like garbage. I mean, it's really handled badly. When you think about it, like, if they really tried to make the economy work, the game would be a lot more challenging and a lot more interesting. But the trouble is you've got a game where they know they can sell people fluff, and so they don't want to make it that challenging. Because what would be the logical... what would really be beyond caps? What would be the logical, dollar bill of the wasteland? It would be ammunition. Ammo would be priceless. But ammo is plentiful. All types of ammo is plentiful. So therefore, there is no economy. What we really need, I mean, frankly, what would put it over the top is if we ever got an actual mass online version of Fallout. With all the different factions that people could join and actually mean to be part of, instead of being like in this game where you can have relationships with everybody from Raiders to the Enclave to the Brotherhood and all at the same time. That's all nonsense. You know, that's like, that is also not the way it should be. But if we had an MMO where we could pick a side, you could play a specific type of character, you had a working economy, ammunition actually mattered, you know, just like toilet paper, right? I mean, in a post-apocalyptic world, the two most valuable things would be ammunition and toilet paper, if we're being real, right? So, you know, and to some extent, people, right? That's the brutalness they've taken out of the game. Bethesda has made it into this gumball machine where people are looking for, you know, stuffed animals and stuff. It's like, what the hell are we doing? I don't play this game on a motorcycle. I'm sure somebody probably has done it, though. Settler Apprentice. Why is this Settler red to me?
Huh?
That was weird. What is going on down here? There's a Blood Eagle Bruiser in front of this Settler.
Huh?
What the actual... Why are you attacking me? Is she, like, not a settler? Did I even touch this NPC? Now, there should be a morale system, too, in the game. Like, she should be running for her life right now, right? Run! See? Like, this kind of element should be redesigned. So, I have no idea why that character was hostile to me. Kind of bug.
Yeah.
So here's the rest of the settlers, and they're all
Areas
cool.
they'll all want to be set in place. Clean up this, fix that. Never seem to end.
Hey, I know you. No, I've heard some amazing stories about you. You're a legend around here.
Yeah, you should tell Shin that, so he stops being such a jerk. Anyway. For years, it's been kind of a hobby of mine to criticize game design, but that's only because I guess I'm jaded. I wish I'd been part of the industry at some point. Actually, I've known some big game designers for a couple of games over the years, but I almost got hired by LucasArts, believe it or not. Anyway, that was a long time ago. So, Fallout 76 is fun for me now because I can dip in and out of it whenever I want. I can play it with friends when I want to. I can play casually with strangers, and it doesn't like ruin my day. It's not like I have to deal with toxicity like you would if you were doing a pickup group in some other game like WoW or something, trying to do a raid, that kind of thing. This is still your game to play any way you want to play it. I think that's the draw. I think that's why people keep playing it. It's a fun environment, but you can see the flaws, right? So it's far from perfect. Hopefully, though, a game company, a design company like Obsidian, you know, I think Obsidian, is it Obsidian that did New Vegas? If they get hired by Microsoft to do Fallout 5 the way a lot of us think is happening, we're going to see some pretty great things down the road. Give them the financial support they need. They're a better design team than the people they have currently at Bethesda, and they could do some great stuff. Because it comes down to this. You got to have talented people making these games. Not every studio is equal. And just because a studio has a big name doesn't necessarily mean they're going to put out good product. You can look at Blizzard and Bethesda are perfect examples of that. They have been failing in recent years. So, well, game capture, you have to target a specific game. So go into properties on game capture and then look for, there should be a drop down in there and you should be able to pick the window of your game. It should show up if it's active, your game is on. We got to go up to Crater. I haven't been to Crater since I've come back to this game. There it is. Trouble is, of course, I'm overweight. Maybe I can take a drug. Yeah, I'm only overweight by 1. Actually, I should be able to just drink some water. Take care of it. Yep. Are you seeing it now, Legis? Cool. Oh yeah, always run it as admin. Go ahead and set yourself a shortcut to OBS and run it from that. Go into the options of the shortcut and make sure it's checked to always run as admin. You should be fine.
You got a death wish?
I don't know. I'm the one in Power Harbor.
This ain't no place for you, outsider. I suggest you move along.
Who's in charge here?
That'd be Meg. You want to wander into the core, be my guest. I'm sure Meg would get a kick out of it.
Oh, look, another matriarch. Goodbye.
That's right, keep moving.
I'll tell you right now, I'm going wherever I feel like going.
Lucky I don't shit where
Guess she's got nothing to say to me. Man, I haven't spent much time in Crater, to be honest. Maybe I can sell these here as some merchant. Beer.
Oh, you're dead. You just don't know.
I catch you outside of here.
I tell you, all these tough talking women in these games make you just chuckle.
Beat it, punk. You ain't even worth it.
Thank you for your fusion core. I didn't know there's a fusion core sitting in here. I'll come back to Crater more often.
You're dead, pal. You just don't know.
You don't belong here.
Everybody keeps telling me that, but yet I'm walking around. Don't you people want to do business? Alright, I guess I gotta go talk to... Where is this guy at? North. Wait a minute. Where the hell am I supposed to be? Thought this is where I was supposed to meet him. Oh, he's over there, I think. The girl bossing in these games is just, and in movies, it's finally getting to the point where people are not going to the movies because of it. Like that Furiosa just failed miserably. So hopefully we can start seeing these games be better written. When it gets to the point that the fantasy or the science fiction is completely unbelievable, it's no longer good. Just like they changed Dune, the last Dune movie. Most of you don't know that, but they changed key parts of characters in Dune that did not need to be done, simply to make it more manageable for modern audiences, right? And it's like it crushed what is a masterwork, right? So these filmmakers and these TV show producers come in, like with this Rings of Power travesty that's coming back for season 2. I heard they're putting Tom Bombadil in Rings of Power. I'm sorry, how are you going to handle Tom Bombadil when Tolkien himself could barely handle Tom Bombadil? Like, so now they're going to take this super powered character that might actually be the creator himself and put him into Rings of Power. I can't wait to see the joke of a thing they do with this. So all these producers and companies think they can do a better job than the actual creators of the original stories, which of course they can't. And George R. R. Martin just came out and said it too. So, you know, good for him for finally speaking out on that. But
Can't believe they had the nerve to just barge in like that. That knight acts like some kind of righteous savior.
I told you. And they're only gonna get more confident.
I won't let them. Do we have their patrol routes yet? A couple ambushes ought to take them down a notch.
We'll have to discuss this later. We've got a visitor.
Cena of the jungle?
So, you really came? Huh. To be honest, I didn't expect the Brotherhood to show its face around here with anything less than a fully armored battalion. Life is just full of surprises, isn't it? So, what can I do for you, oh honorable emissary of steel?
I like women, don't get me wrong. I love women. But I've never met a woman yet who didn't respect a strong man. So, reality is reality, and then there's this, where you have forced diversity, forced injection of feminism, all this other crap, and it's just to the point where, look, I can handle it up to a point, but after a while, it just gets to be where I'm literally going to mod out voices of characters, just so I don't have to hear them and be reminded of the ridiculousness of it. When you have to mod games so that they don't annoy you, you've got a problem with the game. The game's got issues. And there's a lot of games, of course, now that are moddable, where you have platforms like Nexus who don't want to allow you to mod the game the way you want the game to be. So they're complete hypocrites and scumbags, you know, who want to control you, and they're trying to do what? They're trying to manipulate the youth in order to brainwash them into accepting this so-called version of reality as being what the world should be. When in fact, if the world was anything like we're seeing here, we'd all be dead. We'd all been dead a long time ago. We would never survive anything. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. There's never been a successful matriarchy ever in the history of humanity. Simple fact. Tell me where the Raiders got the
About
weapons.
that. You and your metal buddies put me in a pretty tight spot back there. There are people here in Crater depending on me. Now I wasn't sure if I was gonna make it back to them. So I prioritized a little bit. Getting home to those people was more important than being completely sincere to a group of heavily armed tyrants. So if you're looking for help with your little weapon problem, you can look somewhere else.
Don't you think you're being stubborn, Pierce? We have a good little Brotherhood.
Oh, we
team
can stop
here
it. We
at
can
our
stop it,
disposal.
but by not spending our dollar
Most
on
of
it.
that.
We've been over this. There's no compromising with people like
I'll
the Brotherhood.
promise you this:
Give
if
them an inch and they'll
if
take
the
a mile.
next
We don't know that
Elder
yet for sure.
Scrolls and Fallout
Besides,
have
everyone
more
has
of
their
this
own motivations.
crap in them, I won't buy
Visitor
them and I
might have
won't
one
stream
worth
them.
talking about.
I won't rely on a betrayal to take them down. You should know that. I have nothing left to discuss. I've given you my answer, Initiate. Now for your sake, I'd suggest you don't stick around.
Hey, you. Don't leave yet. I've got something to say.
Oh, okay. Well, things got interesting suddenly. I wasn't expecting her to actually have anything to say. By the way, Pierce, you're welcome for me not melting you, by the way. All right. That guy should be treating me like with kid gloves if this was actually well written.
Don't mind Pierce, he's stubborn. Holds too tightly to his morals. I'll tell you about the weapons, but you're gonna need to give me something in return. Interested?
I won't betray the
Sure,
Brotherhood.
okay. Just hear me out, alright? You can make your decision later. I want intel on the Brotherhood. Records, roster, correspondence. You've got people specialized in keeping track of that sort of thing, right? Transfer their data onto this holotape and bring it back to me. Then I'll tell you what you want to know.
For what? What are you going to do with the data?
We're not on friendly terms with the Brotherhood. What do you think we're going to do with it? Don't worry. If the Brotherhood is as powerful as they are confident, then it shouldn't make any difference, right?
What difference would it make anyway? Just having some data on people in this post-apocalyptic world, it doesn't make any sense.
How do you know about our war room? About that vault where you ambushed Pierce? We have eyes the same way you do. Remember it.
You might as well take this back.
Okay, goody two-shoes. If you don't want the information I have, that's up to you. But from what I hear about your boss, he wouldn't be too happy with that, would he? Your funeral.
I mean, I could just squeeze the information out of you. in an actual scenario. How come everybody acts like they're not at the brink of death every time I walk up to them in this power armor?
This isn't a betrayal. It's just good business sense.
Yeah, right, Whoopi? I mean, like, what is the... it doesn't make any sense. Like, how by having some data on who's a member or whatever, how is that going to do anything? What, is she going to hack their computers or something? All right, I'm leaving now.
Doodles.
So I guess I have the choice still. I probably still have the choice later.
Hi.
Who's this guy?
Back off.
Oh, you don't even shave. What's hidden in there? Hey,
Don't let the skeletons in the cages scare you. We're perfectly capable of making it quit.
how come you don't just kill me? What? Why is that even a line in my dialogue? You run this place?
Look, I'm not some kind of CEO or general. This is a family. Everyone does their part. Mine is the talking. Letting people know what we're doing all this for. How important it is. I may have started this effort, but it's the war party who moves it forward. And if you're not a part of it, I'd caution you to stay out of its way. Only good things. What do you want to know?
Is Sheena your second in
She's more
command?
than a rung in a hierarchy. Sheena plans our operations. She's got a head for strategy. Said she used to play Blast Radius on repeat as a kid, until she could beat everyone she knew, including the adults. Imagine that. World's gone to shit and people still find solace in games. At that age, I was, well, still in school, studying for a future that never came to be.
What about the rest
We
of
got plenty of
creators?
support. Not everyone wants to be directly involved. But those who do are ready to risk life and limb. There's also your fair share of mercenary craterites just looking for caps. But considering the Brotherhood could probably pay better, I suspect those mercs have an ounce of loyalty they're not willing to admit to. Why not get to know them yourself? I'm sure you'll find there's more than meets the eye. I'll be here until the Brotherhood isn't.
All right, let's check the updates on this. I don't know what to even think about this. Load Sheena's holotape into a Brotherhood terminal. Optional. Consult Scribe Valdez about the situational. I think we'll go with the optional. Yeah, it's amazing how well these NPCs talk out of their buttholes. So obviously, I mean, I am Brotherhood long term for playing Fallout. So if I intend to be loyal to Brotherhood, then I'm not going to be giving some chick I just met at the crater information on the Brotherhood. It's just not going to happen from a role-playing perspective. And from a gaming perspective. I mean, why would I do anything but shoot raiders? I mean, if you've ever played any of the Fallout, original Fallout games, the raiders are just absolute maniacs. Have you noticed that too in recent years? How they're always trying to take like the villains and make them more sympathetic and almost like they're the actual forgotten heroes. They're just misunderstood. They take all these Disney villains and they turn them into these heroic figures in their own movies, or they make Broadway productions about the Wicked Witch of the West, etc. It's like, just give me a break. Can we just have good villains and good heroes and just leave it that way? I don't need to sympathize with the bad guys. In the real world, I don't want to sympathize with the creep who's going around, you know, stalking kids and stuff, right? It's like, that guy needs to be put under the prison. So I want to have good villains. I don't want to have to deal with this kind of thing where, oh, 1 minute I'm talking to these raider people and I got to like hear about their soap opera politics. Dude, just either deal with me from perspective of realistic strength, like I'm the guy in the power armor who just melted your whole faction, you should give me what I want, or, you know, don't. I don't want to deal with, here's a holotape and you gotta go steal information from your faction for me. They make the Brotherhood villains because it's Bethesda. Brotherhood's not villains in the original Fallout series. The Brotherhood's the good guys. But Bethesda, being Bethesda, anti-military, they want to make the Brotherhood into a bunch of pricks. So, of course, players like me, who are long-term Fallout players, despise that, and of course, the TV show is even worse. I mean, they're just, what a bunch of buffoons and weirdos they are in the TV show. I mean, what's that one character, the black kid? I mean, he's so untrustworthy and cowardly, I wouldn't let him run anything. And I couldn't help but laugh at the character they put into the night suit for him in that scene where they had the Yaguai and all that. Because that actor is a jerk too in real life. So it's like perfectly cast. I'll give him that much. Whoever cast that, it was either brilliant or just an accidental moment of brilliance.
Keep that armor in good shape. Your life could depend on it.
Okay, where is, there she is.
Protection. I have everything I need here.
I wonder what legacy I'll leave to the scrolls.
Those kids we picked up are doing okay.
All right.
What were their
Have a
names
question. The past has the answers, but I'm not a bad backup.
I need your help with the situation involving the Raiders.
Raiders, huh? If they're anything like the raiders we've encountered on the expedition route, then my guess is the situation isn't pretty. All right. How can I help? I think I understand. The funny thing about data is you don't know what's real or not. Not unless you gathered it yourself. To be honest, I was working on encrypting my terminal for this kind of situation. So,
Give me some
anyone
fake
accessed
data.
it who wasn't supposed to, they would just get false info and none would be the wiser.
There you go.
I didn't finish, but you can still use the fake data I created. Should be clearly labeled in the files. Just, don't select the wrong one. This is the raiders we're talking about. It'd be bad news if they got an advantage on us. Worse, if the Knight found out it was because of me.
We have to cut ourselves free from America.
You're a programmer too? Amazing.
Take the old and
She's a
forge it.
programmer. I can't, man. I'm just okay. Are you worried about the unauthorized
It's not
people
likely to
accessing your
happen
terminal?
anytime soon, but an enemy could use our names, skills, and history to trick other members or develop a targeted strategy. I may also begin storing schematics and stockpile records on there. Right now, the Knight is doing it all by hand. Well, for now, I just hope we don't make too many enemies. I don't expect much from the raiders, but maybe they're smarter than they give off.
Great, thank you.
Not a problem. I'm here to help.
All right.
Need some words of wisdom, Initiate?
I don't mind the Valdez character. She's gotten a little bit better, so.
How do I show that I'm fit to be a scribe when I'm put on patrol day and night?
Load Sheena's holotape into a Brotherhood terminal. Any old terminal. Well, I'll do it right in front of her. Wait a minute. Am I supposed to use this?
How can I find time to study our history with all this maintenance?
Let's not be too hasty. Well, I'm streaming,
I
so
want to visit Fort Defiance, but
I'm letting people hear the
I'm not sure I
dialogues,
understand
not
the
just
subject.
me. Like, if I didn't, then I'd have somebody complain that I'm not letting them hear the dialogues. So there's the difference. So you see, when you stream, you have to stream for the audience, not just for yourself.
Who's boss?
If it was just me, I'd be playing a whole lot of
all
different
these
stuff a
new
different way.
initiates, I may need another scribe just to keep the scrolls up to date.
Find, protect,
When do I get to go out and prove my worth?
Okay, hold on a second.
made it, Scribe Takano. I wish you were here too.
Fake data from her term. Okay, where is the fake data exactly?
The settlers want to rebuild, but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward.
The settlers want to rebuild. They're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well.
Too
We'll
bad
make
this
the same
observatory's
mistakes
so
going
busted
forward.
up. I'd love to look at the stars.
The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I get to meet them in person someday.
The old world has so much to teach us. Why didn't I see it before?
Oh, wait a minute. They don't tell.
Plague.
They don't show me flags for what's real and what isn't real, what's fake and what isn't fake here. I mean, I don't understand how. Okay, maybe I have to load the tape and then it'll give me options. Oh, there it is.
Calibrate this, tighten that.
Transfer complete. Easy.
Stay on your toes.
Okay.
Wasteland is merciless. Everything makes sense now.
Let me
This
guess.
place.
We go back.
Mission.
Yep.
The weapon may keep me safe, but it doesn't make these repairs go any faster.
So we're just doing a bunch of fast traveling. Well, if the storyline was better and the dialogue was more believable, then you'd probably actually want to partake of the story, right? But I am a writer, an author, a published author, so I know the damn difference. My father was an award-winning playwright, etc. So sometimes this stuff is hard for me to keep my mouth shut on because it's just pretty bad.
Always speaking in riddles.
Watch your back.
Ooh. So scared. Wait a minute. I don't want to be here, do I? I guess we want to be in the exterior. See, women wouldn't actually threaten you directly. Women would, like, put a poison in your beer or something. That's how women in this situation would actually take care of somebody that they didn't like.
You're lucky I don't shit right, or you'd be dead, asshole.
Get you outside of here. You're dead.
But, you know, again, modern audiences.
Hands to yourself.
Answer myself. What the hell does that even mean? Okay.
You've got the holotape?
Yeah. Why should I give this to you again?
Because you want to know where we got those Brotherhood logo rocket launchers from. And working with me is the only way you're going to find out.
Okay, well.
Good. Thanks. The weapons don't have one source. Some of them we looted off a group of unfortunate settlers. We've also traded them among ourselves. Some old friends visited Crater a while back wielding that firepower, claiming they earned it in a fight. They were bragging about it till the day they left. Said they sent some big armored folks running. I can't confirm that the losers were Brotherhood, but that was your logo on the side of those weapons, wasn't it? Doesn't matter to me. Now, I told you what I know. With any luck, we won't talk again.
How does any of this even matter to the story? Settlers of Foundation. That's interesting.
Yep. They may or may not have more, but they've definitely come in contact with them.
Okay.
West. They said they passed through Ohio before coming here. I don't know how much further out they went.
Did your Raider friends mention anything else
They
about
wouldn't
the
shut
fight?
up about it, so I learned to tune it out pretty quick. But I do remember them passing around a helmet with a bullet hole through its visor. A trophy from the Fallen. Don't change your mind. This was a one-time offer, and it's one that neither of us will speak of again. Don't touch anything.
You're really worried about touching things. Stuff's all empty, apparently. Well, he really likes that workbench. Alright, update. Report to Night Shin. I don't know, I'm a little nonplussed by this quest. You can't tell. The first fight was just like two people over. I mean, and I had support, so it was just overkill. Over in like 30 seconds. All right, are you ever gonna turn around, Shin? Seriously, sick. And why do they design it like this?
I see you returned from Crater.
Oh, we're not doing this again. Turn him around.
Cleaning duty again?
How is it that he's not going to be programmed to turn around?
For me. Please make sure to fill out your ration request. And no, we will not be accommodating aversion to
You're
mutated
gonna have
produce.
to bring the Crater
All
Raiders under
produce is
control
mutated now.
eventually. Well, hopefully without unnecessary bloodshed.
We should see if anyone needs help with anything.
Yo!
Another complaint.
There, that's better.
I see you returned from
Now
Crater.
you at least have to kind of look
Standing
at
by
me.
for your report. That's not what I was hoping to hear. All right. Tell me about the sources.
Some came from the settlers.
Foundation 2. This is bad. Worse than I thought. At this rate, all of Appalachia will be toting these rocket launchers. All because of... Forgive me, Initiate. I lost my composure. We need to follow up with Foundation as soon as possible.
What were you saying?
You don't have clearance for that information, Initiate. Proceed with your report.
Without running my own operation, all this much paperwork.
Is Foundation really a
Peaceful or
concern?
not, civilians should not have access to that kind of technology. It's too easy for things to go wrong. Take the Great War as an example. That catastrophe is the inspiration for our mission today. And the other one. I see.
Raiders.
And are
course.
those raiders still at Crater?
They're not.
As a matter of fact, it does. If they were still here, then we'd have business with them. But they're not. So we need to focus on Appalachia.
One day I'll make night. Then I'll show those raiders who's boss.
Without more information, it's impossible to say. We fought plenty of raider groups across the entire expedition route.
I'm tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
We're really just gonna let them go?
I'd like to pursue them as much as you would, Initiate. But those were not our orders from Elder Maxson. We have duties in Appalachia. Ones that we've delayed for long enough as it is. So that's everything. That was a thorough report. The Brotherhood appreciates your diligence looking into this matter. Our next step is to deal with Foundation. Paladin Romani already had plans to establish contact, so she'll want to hear about this. No need to expound everything. I'll follow up later with a more detailed report.
Appalachia is our chance to learn from the mistakes of the past. We'll build something better for everyone.
How did Brotherhood lose possession in the first place? Oh, the Raiders mentioned a knight's helmet.
A knight's helmet? It must be. 2 other knights embarked with us from the west coast. Knight Thornberry returned partway through the journey. Knight Connors gave his life in honorable service to the Brotherhood. Show the proper respect when asking about him. To think they held onto his helmet like a trophy. It's unforgivable.
In spite of the scorched plague.
Well, they are your enemies. What are you gonna do?
That's classified information, Initiate. Not every operation runs perfectly. All you need to know is that we're fixing it.
Yeah, you can't even look at me when I'm talking to you about Paladin, Romani, or anything else. See ya.
Ad Victoriam.
Not as young as you used to be, Layla. Spend all day.
All right.
Reminder.
Quest completed. What did we get this time?
Not the barracks.
Give me a plan to something.
Conversations outside.
I hope my next mission is
Nothing.
soon. I'm tired of being stuck in Fort Atlas.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place again. Do I need to call a seminar on this?
Cleaning duty again? I swear Night Shin has it out for me.
Well, okay. Didn't get much from that at all.
Ad Victoriam.
Didn't even get much experience. So, right.
See if anyone needs help with anything.
The Raiders.
We got time to start the next one.
This order is to be expected in a place that lacked Brotherhood oversight for so long. Still, this is...
Ah, Initiate. I haven't had the chance to discuss your last assignment with Night Shin yet. Was there something you needed to report to me directly?
We've discovered that settlers of Foundation are in possession of those weapons as well.
Really? Foundation?
Perfectly preserved pie
That's
with every
troubling.
dinner declined.
How well do you know the people of Foundation?
Quest doesn't even have a name on it.
I'm familiar with them.
That's good. Then I'm sure you're aware that they've managed to carve out a solid living for themselves in Appalachia. I spoke with a few members of their community, looking for ways to work together. We're in need of food and water. They have plenty to spare. However, knowing they may have those weapons
We should spend less
accelerates
time
matters.
mourning for
It's critical that we follow up with them right away.
Appalachia's future will be decided.
Your mission is as follows. Meet with Gloria Chance, the supervisor of Foundation Supply Room. Determine whether or not they've seen or acquired such weapons for themselves. And lastly, establish a trade deal with Foundation. Something that will provide us longevity in Appalachia.
Someone returned their gun to the wrong place.
And allow me to stress, both returning with the weapons and securing a trade deal are equally important objectives, Initiate. It will. Remember, you represent the Brotherhood to these people.
I need to remind
Do us
Scribe
proud.
Valdez to retune my power armor.
Oh, man. Well, more politics.
We should see if anyone needs help with anything. Everything makes sense now. This is my place. Mine.
You need something?
Well, that's lacked a lot of pizzazz, didn't it? Spoiled vegetables.
Civilization is being rebuilt right here in Foundation.
Maggie, she's over here, right?
I've made a lot of friends here in Foundation.
Oh, missiles. I'll take those.
Nobody's special here,
These newcomers make me nervous.
I saw a blast go down near Mananga. What'd you find?
Oh, did I never talk to her about that?
Oh my god, I can't believe it. Pops didn't deserve that sort of fate. No one does. To think they had to resort to eating each other. All thanks to those damn horn rights. I'm glad you were able to put him to rest. He'll always be the man in this picture to me.
Did you catch that raider chatter on the LF?
Oops. We completed another quest I'd forgotten all about.
But you come to me ASAP. It's more than just idle talk, alright?
You got it.
Alright.
Good thing that mine closed back up. Some things are better left buried. Such as?
Wait a minute. Aren't you the one I'm
Okay.
supposed to be talking to, or is this a different... Hold on.
These newcomers make me nervous.
Oh, go to the supply room.
That hammer looks brutal.
I've been in this room in a while. Oh, there's Gloria.
You
must be here about that shipment of Blamco mac and cheese. Great. I was starting to get worried.
Negative, ma'am.
Sorry about that. I suppose the power armor should have given that away. You say you're with Paladin Romani? That's fantastic. I didn't think
Somebody
she'd get
finally
back to
noticed
us
the power
so
armor.
quickly. How can I help you, sire, your majesty, your steeliness?
You're stealing this, that's right. Let's talk about weapons. Have you seen any lying around? Pleasantries. We have concerns that you may be harboring illegal weaponry.
Illegal? Are there even laws that we could break? Tad, hun, can you
Good
explain,
point.
please?
Let's simmer down now. Nothing to get all demansive about. Besides, the stuff we got is on the level. Unless you Brotherhood guys are making illegal weapons, I mean. And tell me if this sounds familiar. Tubes of explosive death with your logo on the side?
That does sound familiar.
Oh, sure. Or, no, actually. Some guys from the town watch took them out for testing a little earlier. I'm sure you can catch up with them. They normally practice at a small site they set up near the East Mountain Lookout, a bit north of here.
Oh, that's right. Mike and them took the weapons out for a test drive. If you head over, I'm sure they'd let you take a look. I hope you understand those weapons are our property, though. We spent quite a bit acquiring them. But hurry back. I'm sure we can still find a way to work together, even if we don't need more weapons.
I don't see the big deal. I mean, it's not like these people are raiders. Why not just let them keep the stupid weapons? All right.
And send the fellas home, would you? They've been playing with those things long enough.
I don't want to have to shoot any settlers. I'm trying to get good rep with this outfit, actually. All right, she said east, didn't she? East Mountain Lookout Tower. Oh. Way over here. Wait a minute, what the heck is happening? What are you, up in the tower? There's a test site somewhere around the tower here. See you later, Dyer. Yeah, I gotta go to work here in a minute. Heads up to everybody. The stream coming up in 5. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging. Don't mind my surliness this morning. I was just probably tired. But it's also probably just because of bad dialogue. Oh. So this random ghoul officer distracted me from the actual point of impact here. Somebody got themselves killed. Large impact from an explosive weapon. This would have been fatal to anyone standing nearby. Well, it was fatal, obviously. Unless this was a ghoul. Oh, dead body. One of several dead bodies scattered around the area. They appear to be from Foundation. Oh yeah, now I see.
Alright, everyone gather round. Ward wanted us to record some instructions on how to use these things.
Welcome back.
Where's Mike? Hey, Mike, stop messing around with that terminal and grab one of those rocket launchers.
I gotta leave in 5.
Sorry. I wanted to lock the terminal first. Let me put this in my bag really quick.
Give it up, Mike. That could be decades old. Just grab one of them and come here. Wait, Mike, I told you not to pick it up like that.
Brother.
Oh, God. What have I done?
You did something stupid, apparently. Spray with Brotherhood steel logo on it. It's empty, but it appears to have once held a large weapon. Yep. Terminal. Secret. Keep out. If you know the secret password, use the secret menu. Read my messages. If you don't know why you are using this, I will kill you if I find you. Wrong password. Get out of here. I didn't put a password in. If you're from the Foundation, that means I probably gave you the password to access the secret information on here. If not, whoops, sorry, friend. But if you are from Foundation, check out the info the scavenger left. The spelling may leave a lot to be desired, but it seems like you found a perfect hiding place for something valuable. Looks like the guys are getting annoyed that I'm talking. Taking so long, gotta go. Mike Tiller. I don't know what the heck's going on here. Mike's bag. Bag with the name Mike on it. You found a password holotape tucked into one of the pockets. Password 12345. Password accepted. A weapon system at 76? I mean, there's a good variety of weapons. I don't think there's any balance whatsoever. I've already talked about the problem with ammunition. That's another big problem. There's no challenge to getting ammo. So, main pluses, the guns are fun. There's different variety. The negatives is there's no balance between them. Playstyles are definitely imbalanced, and they always introduce new imbalances. So when they put in a fresh new weapon, it's usually the most powerful thing around, and then they'll end up nerfing it. But of course, this is an old trick that game studios have been doing for years. That's how they keep selling product. Entry 1. They had a caravan, huge haul. On the perfect place to hide. Here's Sheriff from the last score. Kerwood Mine. Meet me there. Alright, let's see if that updated the... Investigate Kerwood Mine. I learned where Mike probably went. Kerwood Mine. Alright. Well, now we got to chase this, whoever this Mike guy is, to Kerwood Mine and probably recover these weapons. That's what I'm guessing. But I got to head to work, unfortunately. I will be back later today and we'll continue on with more of this quest line. And hopefully I'll get a nice set of plans eventually again like I did the first go around. This was a bust today. Well, they're not going to improve graphics. I mean, there's only so much this engine can handle. I think the graphics are fine enough. I don't care about the graphics as much as gameplay. Graphics are definitely solid, especially with good modding. Of course, I mod different pieces of it, so. What we need is the Unreal 5 engine being utilized by Bethesda and or whoever does the next Fallout. And stop pretending that they can keep using this proprietary software forever. It's just not going to cut it. And on that note, enough out of me. I got to run. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. See you later, Whoopi. See you later, Diamond. I will be back when you least expect it.